Alright. Then I guess what I have to do is... Alright, which way do I even have to go? I feel like it might not be this way. I'll try this way. This is just Beldam and Metang. This is those two. Was it in here? No. Alright. Okay. Yep, another Houndoom. Yo, BMV, what's up, man? Dewblade. That means that I'm getting closer. The asshole grandpa is actually good. That's good. That is very good. I mean, the asshole grandpa's always been good, though. He never really fell off. Currently, I'm trying to find where Mewtwo is. No Kuma. You bought one ticket and got 3 assholes. Oh, of course. Damn, dude. That's... Should I say you had good luck or bad luck there? But I didn't know that you bought tickets, BMV. That's harsh. I mean, is it though? Look, man, I still can't use the stupid the shitty grandpa. So I hate him. I still hate him. He's clutch for everyone else but me. Okay, well, I guess I'll keep searching. He tanks Kizaru's skill 1 very well. Not for me, dude. I have him HP defense, and he does not take Kizaru's skill well. That's fine. Like I said in my previous stream, my guy got Beppo is coming. Oh my god, what a waste of time, dude. Really, Beppo? Check OPBR Discord. I don't have the OPBR Discord. I don't even know where I am at the moment. Oh, I'm back here. You meant Twitter, okay. Well, you said Discord. Just want to put that out there. You're the one that said Discord. Just want to make that clear. Where am I trying to go? Where's the way out? It wasn't this. No, this is the way out, though. This is the DLC, not the DLC. The DLC comes out in sometime in December. I think it's like the 15th or something. I don't remember exactly, but this is just I'm doing the Mewtwo mission. So they've released a new mystery gift for Mewtwo. So I'm trying to do that. But the problem is I need to find where Mewtwo is. And that's what I'm struggling in because I'm very poor in directions, I guess. But one thing I did is I did get the shiny charm finally. It took forever, but I did get the shiny charm. Save and get a shiny Mewtwo? Nah, he's shiny locked. You can't get a shiny from Mewtwo. What Pokemon started doing is for those standard like battles, like legendary Pokemon battles, they started shiny locking them so that you can't reset and get shinies. Bro, dude, where do I need to go, man? Oh, I need to go downstairs. That's what it is. Oh, I'm stupid. I completely went in the wrong direction. There's the C words. Yeah, we use that word a lot in Australia. I went to the wrong floor. I guess it's fine. Maybe this might be it. In Australia, you'll hear that just like on the street, like on a daily level. Although there are some snowflakes that get offended by it, but you know. In Australia, we don't really care about snowflakes. Yeah, here's where it is. There we go. Australian road rages are mad funny. Bro, I've been in them, so... Some of the machinery powered back on in response to your presence. Initiating security protocols. Megastones detected. Restoring power to critical systems. Activating Project M. This project is highly dangerous. Would you still like to release the locks? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Take me back. Release the locks. Bro, I'll beat his ass, dude. Bring him out here. I'll beat his ass. Let's go. Here's my boy. There he is. Now, Haruka Gaming, what do you think you're doing? Mewtwo is an extremely dangerous Pokemon. You're thinking of facing off against that thing? Then you'd better not fail to catch it. Did you save? You don't need to. And plus, I have my secret weapon now, BMV. I don't need to save, dude. I have a secret weapon. You're not supposed to say it before I show it, BMV. Catch that Mewtwo! You can't fail me here, kid! You're not a Mew. What's the OST like for Mewtwo? I just want to hear what the OST is like. Yeah. I mean, it's alright. Yeah, it's kind of mid. You've played these games before, of course. Well, the problem was getting the Master Ball in this game was extremely annoying, and so by the time I got it, I literally caught every single other legendary. So that's why I have to use it on Mewtwo. Oh, you caught it! Good, one sec. Ooh, seeing this place in ruins like this. Gotta tell you, it's a complicated feeling no matter how long it's been. I figured Holotech was called in for this situation. Voice calls are just so impersonal. Now then, let Auntie Mabel explain to you why you ended up battling Mewtwo in Lysandra Labs. Not the reply I was expecting, but whatever. I'm telling you the story anyways. See, Mewtwo is a Pokemon created by a scientist who was conducting research on Pokemon DNA. People say you need to use it on roaming legendaries, but if you caught all, then it's alright. There are no roamings in this. All the legendaries are just static. It has formidable power, which piqued Team Flare's interest. We wondered if we might be able to use Mewtwo in the ultimate weapon. When we heard it had been spotted in Kalos' unknown dungeon, we went and caught it. Honestly, we still don't know why Mewtwo had even shown up in the Kalos region. One theory was that Mewtwo came seeking the power of Mega Evolution. But even with all five of us looking into it, we couldn't arrive at an answer. Pokemon has become so easy. Well, mind you, BMV, in this game, if you kill the Pokemon, then you have to reset the battle. They'll literally reset the battle for you so you can endlessly try to catch him. So if you kill it and then don't manage to catch it, then you will just reset. The battle will literally just reset for you. See, we had pieces of both the Mewtwo Knight X and Mewtwo Knight Y, but even when we tried using them, Mewtwo never Mega Evolved. Since Mewtwo tends to mostly just hang out, saving up its energy whenever it needs to battle. We put Project M on the back burner and forgot all about it. But Mewtwo sure does like leaving me with questions, doesn't it? Like, why awaken now? Was it just reacting to the Mewtwo Knight X and Y that you have? Which leads to question, why you even have those Mega Stones in the first place? You gave it to me. Bandai gave it to me. Or Nintendo did. But what do I know? Maybe Mewtwo will be a good little Pokemon and listen obediently to a trainer with your skills. Anyways, this acting director has a pile of work awaiting for her, so I'm hanging up now. Bye! That's a scary face to make when you're saying bye. Alright, well now I have no content in Pokemon to do until the DLC comes, so I guess we'll do a little bit of shiny hunting since I got the shiny charm now. So now comes the endless task of just going back and forward. Good fun. Who even says bye with both hands? That's true. Alright, so there's my boy Mewtwo. He knows Aura Sphere, huh? He doesn't really know much, huh? What's his nature? His nature is... Lax nature. I don't know what Lax does, but it does something. His attack is lower than his special attack, so Psycho Cut's not going to be very good for him. God damn, he learns a lot, doesn't he? Maybe that's better. Yo, Jim Toward, what's up, man? It's sad how Nintendo just dropped Mewtwo and never used him for any type of content. I mean, they kept him for content to do before the DLC comes out, I guess. Increase defense, but decreases special defense. I mean... it's kind of mid, that nature, then. I don't know. I'll leave that with him, that as it is. These are all the shinies that I've just randomly caught while playing the game. And then I have Tyrantrum as well. But yeah, those are all the ones that I've just randomly found and caught. And then these are all my level 100s that I've just done, trying to do the 1,000 battles. And these are the ones that I was working on. But I did complete the Pokédex as well, so... Alright, well... Now I will go back to just doing some chill shiny hunting, I guess. You've done everything in the game? Yeah, pretty much. I think I still have probably some missions that I haven't done, but I can't be bothered to do these. I don't know. I honestly can't be bothered. I'll probably look it up and do something there. But so far, I'm looking for a shiny Charmander, so I've just been going back and forward from Area 20. Hello, Tokimon Fire. How are you? Oh my god, dude, those missions were so annoying. How do I rate the game? I think the game is very fun. Honestly, I really enjoyed this game. This is probably, in terms of gameplay itself, it's probably my favorite Pokemon game. I really enjoy the changes that they made to the battle system and stuff. And also these, isn't the bench tactic quicker? Yeah, but Charmander only spawns here where there's no bench. So... I can't use the bench system there. And I'm good, Tokimon Fire. But the story in this game, I think the story needed a lot more work. I think the characters are very poorly written. Especially your rival. I think your rival is a selfish prick. Your rival is actually just a selfish prick and doesn't deserve like your help at all. Tawny or whatever guy or whatever his name is. They're actually just pieces of shit. They must have invested more into the gameplay. I mean, the changes that they made are not that significant. Like, the only thing that they did was that they made it that you could move around while battling. And it wasn't turn-based anymore. So they just added a cooldown time to your attacks and stuff, but... Honestly, that made the game a lot more, like, realistic in a way. That you can kind of dodge attacks by doing different things like they do in the anime. Like how you like, you can kind of... Like, how do I don't even know how to say it, but you can, like, run away from attacks and stuff. The only thing you don't like is that it's basically one big area. Yeah, but that's only because it was made in a city, right? That the only reason why that is because it's the Arceus like spin-off, and it was designed to follow up on the story of X and Y. So for me, I personally didn't find that to be a problem, because I get why they did that. Because in the end, like, it's a continuation of the X and Y story. The only thing that I didn't understand, and I don't think it was ever explained in the game, is why did they regress in terms of their relationship with Pokemon? That's what I didn't understand about this game. Is that they basically regressed into hating Pokemon again, like they did in the original Arceus, where everyone was scared of Pokemon and they didn't want Pokemon to be around them, and they locked Pokemon into these zones and stuff, instead of having them around the city. Like, I don't understand why that happened. The other thing is, where is your character? Where is the champion? If the champion is like Serena or like the main characters of the X and Y games, where are they? Where are the gym leaders from the X and Y game? Why are they not involved in this story? Did they leave town after Lysander blew up the city? Did they just skip town? You don't see that many redeeming in the game. I mean, it's just a preference at the end of the day. I really enjoyed this game. I thought the gameplay was very fun. The only thing that I would tweak is the story, but that's more of me just like kind of understanding why the game was made in this way. Most people aren't gonna like that the game was made in this way, and I get that. I get why people would want more regions, want you to leave town and go to different areas like the original game. It's not based in the past, Dimtward, because Lysander's already destroyed the town with the ancient weapon, and Lysander is literally in the game. Lysander is the villain, like, not the villain, but he's like he's in the game older after he blew up the city with the ancient weapon. He's still in the game. It is small. The map is small. He's not really an antagonist. It's like he's just there with Zygarde. He's just kind of there with Zygarde. But he's kind of like repenting. And you know, you have AZ in the game as well. AZ reunited with his Floette in X and Y, and so now they have the final like portion of the story where you see AZ completed his mission and he passed away now. After 3,000 years, AZ's passed away. And now you're taking care of his Floette. Did they retcon X and Y? They didn't retcon it, but they're trying to follow up on the story after X and Y, which is nice, but it just doesn't make sense because a lot of the characters that you know from X and Y are not here, and especially it doesn't make sense in terms of like the gym leaders, the champion and stuff. Like, where are they? If all this shit is happening now with the like Prism Tower and the Mega Evolutions and the Rogue Mega Evolutions, we should have seen more of those characters helping us with those Rogue Mega Evolutions. But we didn't, which I thought was weird. But also, like, I don't know, the story is just very strange. And your friends are kind of trash. They kind of just throw all of their problems onto you, and you just kind of have to fix all of their problems. It's not like an actual story where you're, like, you get involved in all of these incidents, like, with, like, the evil team or whatever. It's not like your character is just getting involved in this stuff on his own. Your friends are literally just throwing their problems onto you, and then you have to go and fix their problems. Especially the main character, the main rival, or the main, like, friend. The one who brings you into Hotel Z. They're basically one of the shittest human beings I've ever seen in my life, and they basically just throw, like, literally all of their problems onto you. Even they go and make a debt with Corbeau for like $1 million, and you have to go and help him to pay that off. Like, bro, trash. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff that they could have done in the game a lot better. Like, the Pokédex only has 139 Pokemon in it, or something. I think it's like 120. It's like 129 or something. No, 232. Still, 232 out of like 1,200 Pokemon. We have 232 in the game. Like, I get that they're doing the DLC and stuff, but you know, it's not like I don't like. Obviously, this just means that they're going to rely a lot more on DLC. And they're going to make you pay for all the new stuff that they add to the game. Like, they're going to add more Pokemon. They're going to add more things to the game. But, yeah, you're just going to have to wait and see, I guess. I know that in the DLC, the level cap is going to be increased to 150 as well. So, that's going to be interesting as well. Yeah, there's definitely going to be more DLC. I don't think this is the last one. They milked the shit out of Scarlet and Violet. So I'm sure that they're going to continue milking the series. Like, they literally did raids once per month on Scarlet Violet. I'm sure that they'll have more of these missions and things that will get you more Pokemon later on. I hope that they rely more on the mystery gifts than they do on the DLC, though. That would be nice. The first time they unblocked the limit level. Yeah, exactly. And that's why people were confused at the beginning of why they're not letting you move Pokemon from your old games or from your Pokemon bank, your Pokebank, into this game. But now we know why. It's because the level cap is changed. And so that's why they don't want you to be moving around your Pokemon. Which is fine. We'll see what they do with it once the DLC comes out. I also want to see just how much content is in the DLC because it costs like half the price of the game. So I really hope that it's not just some really short DLC. I hope that it actually has a lot of content in it. What's the new limit? 200? I think it's 150. As far as I saw, I thought it was, from the trailer, I think it's 150. But Lucario has a new Mega Evolution as well, which, you know, is interesting. I didn't like his new Mega Evolution, but, you know, if anyone does like it, then sure. But I really like the way that they made Pokemon spawn randomly in the city and made Pokemon just spawn randomly all around. I think that was a really good mechanic in the game because it made like it's so fun when you're just walking around and you hear the shiny sound. You hear the sound of like shiny appearing and you just don't know where it is and you're just going around looking for it and you have to save your game and try to make sure that you don't lose it. Like I was literally just doing battles in the battle zone. And then randomly I heard a shiny sound, and I was like, wait, where is it? Where is it? And I couldn't find it for the life of me. And then when I went outside of the battle zone, there was a shiny Magikarp just in the water. Nah, I think it's good that it's easy now. I didn't like when it was difficult to get shinies. When you have to complete the entire Pokédex, like 1,000 Pokemon or whatever, no. I didn't like that. I'm gonna be honest. To get the shiny charm. But this one was also quite annoying because you had to like catch 50 of every single typing. That was really annoying. Arceus was way worse though. Completing the Pokédex in Arceus, having to do all of those missions, that was hell. That was literally hell on earth. Times you have to restart the game to get a shiny starter was hell. That's true. Having to go through all that dialogue just to go back. In Sun and Moon, when people did that in Sun and Moon, and you literally, like, you got the shinies so late into the game, it was like 30 minutes after you played the game, you got your starters. So then you had to, like, play through, like, 30 minutes of the game. Good times. You would use the starter that started the whole time. That's true. But yeah, it's nice seeing how the game has evolved, like through the past series, like the Arceus series and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are kind of what developed this game. So it's nice being able to see how this game took in those aspects of those two games. But yeah, I do hope that the next time they do a series is part of like this Arceus Legends, these Legends series. I really hope that they do it based like they did with this one with XMY. I hope they do it based on the actual story of the games. I think that was really cool. They ended the TM system. Yeah, that was kind of weird. I didn't really like that they ended the TM system when they did that. Yeah. But yeah, I honestly, I don't know. Like, I hope that they continue to do like that stuff. But I just wanted to link back to the game more, the previous story. I want them to actually be thoughtful with how they write these stories because, like I said, with this one, the story they link back to X and Y a little bit, but they've kind of like regressed in terms of how they treat Pokemon, and there's no reasoning for it. There's really no reasoning why people in this game are so scared of Pokemon when they used to live with Pokemon all the time, and it's only 5 years in the future. It's not like it's like 30 years or something and the whole like generational gap or whatever. It's nothing like that. It's only 5 years in the future, which doesn't make sense as to why they're so scared of Pokemon now. It's different cities. It's the same city though. Lumois City is in XMY. It's literally the city from XMY. Or are you saying you want them to add different cities? The XP share is always on. Well, yeah. The XP share now has become this canary plushie. They would probably add different cities. Oh, I would love that, dude. If they want to just add DLCs that add more, like, cities and more, like, areas to this map, I would enjoy that. That would be nice. Obviously, it wouldn't be nice to the people because, you know, you would have to buy the DLCs for it. But, I mean, at the very least, if they're willing to expand the map, that would be nice. There's not even water for you to surf. I mean, yeah, you're not even able to surf on, like, the little, like, lakes, like, here. You're not able to surf on here, either. They have small bits of water, but you still can't even surf on there. Oh, there we go. Is that a shiny, or is that just... No, that's just a regular... No, it's a shiny. It is. I was like, is that just a female or male, like, difference, or is that actually a shiny? I just wasn't sure. Actually, I should probably say... He's trying to run away. Hey man, I worked hard for this shiny. I don't care what you say, BMV. I worked hard for this. I went back and forward multiple times for this. Baby gameplay. Bro, screw you, BMV, dude. I worked hard for that shiny. I have to go and get the shiny charm for that. But I'm trying to get a shiny Charmander or Lucario more than anything, so I would like those shinies more. Back in my day, you had to know Morse code to find the Reggies. I mean, that's true. Back when Ruby and Sapphire were out, you literally had to learn Morse code for the freaking Reggies. That was tough, man. When we had to catch Rayquaza and you had to do that whole bike puzzle, that shit was tough. I'm gonna be honest, that shit was tough. But yeah, the game is good. I enjoy it. Peak Pokemon, to be honest, yeah. Those were the good old days, and the that's not a shiny right now. It looked blue. If they had gameplay like these with graphics, it would be so nice. Like with these graphics, it would be so nice. I mean, yeah, if they actually recreated the games like they had been in the past, I think Black and White is the next one that needs to be recreated, which actually has a really good story. Black and White has a really good story, so I'm looking forward to the remake for Black and White. I just don't want them to do it the same way that they did Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, where they made them chibi characters and, like that stuff. I don't want them to do that. What's the size of this game? I haven't seen. I haven't actually seen what the size of the game is. I don't know where to see it. Oh, here. 7.7, that's not bad. 7.7 is not bad. It's less than 10. I mean, well, it makes sense because there's not much in this game compared to the other games. I think Scarlet and Violet would probably be like 50 gigs. With how much content there is in that. Eight gigs is small. Yeah, this is lower than 8. It's 7.7, I guess. But that's okay. I did watch the latest episode of One Punch Man as well. I'm glad that the animation got a lot better in that show, dude. Honestly, it's so sad what they've done to Season 3 of One Punch Man. That should have been such a good season. They have a bigger margin to build something bigger using that game as a foundation. Well, yeah, and I'm pretty sure that that's what they're planning on doing, is that they probably have a lot of stuff in the data already that they're just going to add as DLC later on to expand the game. But yeah. The only thing is shiny hunting is still pretty boring. But then that's what it has been in every Pokemon game, so I can't really complain about that. That's why I never really did it in the past. Kind of useless if you're only allowed to use it on this game. That is true. I mean, I'm sure maybe in the future games they'll let you move Pokemon from here to those games because they'll probably increase the level cap for the future games as well. Maybe. That might be the case, that they're planning on increasing the level cap for the future games. And so this is just kind of like a test run. An alpha Totodile, huh? All right. One Piece is still coming out this week, right? It hasn't. They haven't started the only 24 episodes a year yet, right? You don't know, of course. I hope so. I hope they at least get to Elbaf before they start doing that. Although I haven't read the latest chapter, if there is one. I got annoyed because while we were in China, my sister was playing the Switch and she found a shiny alpha Charmander just by walking around the city. I got kind of pissed off at that. And that's what made me want to get the shiny charm. And try to find the shiny Charmander. It's just a grudge at the end of the day. The last was 1167. So yeah, I don't remember what numbers they are. All I know is that I caught up to it. I caught up to it on like Wednesday, but then I didn't. I don't know if there was a chapter released this week. What's annoying is that I keep finding the shinies that I'm not looking for. Like Dragalge and that this Mur something. I keep finding them, but I'm looking for Lucario or Charmander. Or even Tepig would be nice. The chapter after Big Boy became a slave. Big Boy? Oh, right. Right, yeah. Okay. I think I might not have read it then. Yet. I might need to do that. It's nothing special, honestly. Well, yeah, I mean, we can't have, like, goated chapters every single week. But it's a character that we'll meet in the future, so... Or the Straw Hats will meet in the future, so... Makes sense. The Shanks villain theory is back, unfortunately. I don't think he's a stupid people. Yeah, I don't think he's a villain. I think it's pretty obvious to me what he's doing. But I mean, you know, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But to me, it seems pretty obvious that he's not a villain. He just wants to learn more about the world. Because remember, Shanks didn't go with Roger to see the poneglyph. To see the road poneglyph at the end in Raftel. Shanks never went to Raftel because he was with Buggy when Buggy was sick. So this could be his way of learning about the history of the world. And about his own origin. I mean, I'm sure he'd be a little bit curious about his own origin. After that, he became a drunk, basically. Roger created the Great Pirate Era, and Shanks created one of the greatest series of all time. One Piece. It all started when Shanks gave him a hat. And when Shanks lost his arm. True, but Luffy already wanted to be a pirate before Shanks lost his arm. That was just Luffy trying to join Shanks' crew. But I think it's pretty obvious that Shanks didn't lose his arm, he kind of gave his arm. Otherwise, if he wanted to, he didn't have to lose his arm there. But he showed how serious it is to be a pirate. Exactly. He built up Luffy's confidence. Or his, like, you know. He made Luffy aware of what Luffy needs to be before he's able to be a pirate. So he didn't just sail out to sea the same way Sabo did and get blown up by a cannonball. He didn't end up like Sabo because of Shanks. Luffy already knew, honestly. Bro stabbed himself in the face. I mean, that's true. that is true. Luffy was he was that guy, dude. He lost that arm because it was the arm that had the emu mark, basically. I mean, it's pretty obvious now. Everyone, like, dude, I don't know how many people there were that were arguing against that theory that he lost that arm because it had the curse mark. And people were like, stop making up stuff, stop making up plot lines. And then it turned out to be true. It was so obvious, though. But I guess they just didn't want to believe that that Sea King in the very beginning of the show was actually weak. Let me just make sure you're not a shiny. It's hard to tell with Totodile because Totodile's like shiny color is like light. Ouch. Fish that Luffy beat before leaving the island, basically. That fish, they wanted to believe that that fish was Yonko level. That Sea King, that was a Yonko level Sea King, dude. That was Kaido's son. The true Kaido's son, not Yamato. Even Nessie is more dangerous. That's true. I'm kind of contemplating whether after, like, now that I've completed this game until the DLC comes out, I'm contemplating whether I should start Assassin's Creed Shadows or whether I should play Digimon Cyber Story. Because I do want to play Digimon, but the thing is I haven't, like, got it yet. But I've had Assassin's Creed on my computer, like, installed for, like, since I got my new PC. And I just haven't played it yet. Play the old school Pokemon. I mean, I can. I mean, there's loads of good emulators. I don't need an emulator for it, I don't think. I think that they have it on these, on the Switch. You can play the old versions. I'm pretty sure. Because I know you can play Pokemon Stadium as well, which I do want to play. But yeah, because I have to get the expansion pack in order to play it, is the only thing. Does it have the old Pokemon games on here? It has the trading card game, I guess. Yeah, I guess they don't have it. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you have to get the eShop. That's fine. But yeah, even I could play it on just an emulator. Yo, Ace, what's up, man? But I have heard that the actual like PvP in this game has become kind of trash. I haven't played PvP yet, actually. But I've heard that it's become very cancerous. Nah, I didn't restart the game. I haven't restarted the game. I've just done everything I can in the game now. So now all that's left to do is shiny hunt. Or play PvP. I mean, like, Mewtwo is just an event that they added to the game, which I'm sure that they'll add more events into the game. So I just did Mewtwo just earlier in the stream as well. I mean, at the very least, Mewtwo wasn't as, like, long as Diancie. Diancie, you have to go through a whole story for Diancie. But for Mewtwo, you just go into Lysander's lab and then he's there. What was the legendary trio in X and Y, actually? Because I don't think we have a legendary trio in this game. I think we only had Xerneas and Yveltal. We didn't have the three legendaries. I forgot what they like. What were the three legendaries in X and Y? I don't even remember. I mean, they were probably trash anyways. That's why I don't remember. But did I see the new character? Yeah, BMV told me that it was, what's his name? Beppo. Hopefully it's Sulong Beppo. I mean, if it's Sulong Beppo, then that means that there's more of a chance that female Law will come into the game. Bro, if they make female Law into an EX, I will actually laugh dude, I will literally laugh my ass off, dude. I will literally LMAO. If they actually make female Law into an EX, dude, that would be hilarious. I mean, it would lead into BB being for Anniversary, which would be nice. Then at least we know that BBV2 is probably going to be Anniversary. But that would be hilarious, dude. That would be very funny. But why drop a new unit between the new BF's time? That's what they used to do with step-ups, though, didn't they? That's literally what they did is when we had step-ups, is that the BFs would release, and then 1 week after the BFs, they would release a step-up. That would go for 1 week. So I'm assuming that Beppo's going to be a step up. Step ups don't give hints. I mean, I don't think that they would release a BF Beppo though. Would they release a BF for Beppo? don't know. I don't think Beppo deserves a BF at all. The only BF give hint before it drops like Jinbei and Frankie. I mean, those are the monthly BFs though. They drop hints for other characters as well, not just the monthly BFs. I don't even know if BMV is still here, Ace. He might just be listening in the background. You're just gonna stay a bit, you need grinding later. And I mean, yeah, this is just a chill, just like random shiny hunting stream, so I'm not gonna be here for too long. Probably like maybe like 15 minutes more. Just now that I have the shiny charm, now I can actually do shiny hunting, I guess. No PBR today. I thought about it, but then, yeah, I just didn't do it. Now it's too late. That's why I chose to do this instead. It's because this is just a chill stream that I can do. But I'll play OPBR tomorrow for sure. I'm thinking I'll see how I go, and I might just record videos for OPBR and stream other games. I don't know. I'm thinking of changing the way that I do things, but yeah, we'll see. Soul's Vegapunk got one shot every moment as well. Well, I know because I'm using it. Even with a chance card at level 100, he still gets one shot. I have full HP defense on him, so, you know. Like, he's a runner at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if he gets one shot. But the point is just that, like, he gets one shot by too many units. It's not just one unit that one shots him. He gets one shot by too many units. Gear 5, Kuma, Bonnie, Kizaru can melt him. Even the person that he's supposed to be good against, Saturn, even Saturn can do good damage to him. It's kind of sad. Aokiji can melt him as well. I mean, barely anyone uses a Kainu, but a Kainu can melt him as well. And then the fact that he just doesn't have Null Stagger while he's, like, capping flags is trash. You hate who? BMV Ace is saying that you hate Ace. You hate him. Or Ace is saying that you hate Ace, basically. You went to grab breakfast, lol. Lol. You don't hate anyone. Anyone except for S-Snake. This Totodile is not shiny. The problem is sometimes the shiny sound works, sometimes it doesn't. You were about to type that, lol. You don't hit anyone except for S-Snake. BMV is our mama. Lol. I did download Bleach Soul Resonance as well, so I'll play that soon as well. I was thinking of streaming Bleach today, but then I was like, oh, but it's gonna have a long download. I only just installed it. Or just downloaded it. I'm gonna have to install it now, so it might take a while. You have 3 SSRs. In Bleach? Or... You have 4. In Bleach or in something else? The dog, the blind man, the pink Bankai guy, and Shanks. And the Shanks. Oh, the dog, the blind man. Okay, so Kumamura. Then the blind guy, Kaname. The pink Bankai guy. So Byakuya and the Shanks. I don't know who the Shanks is though. The one with the hat. Oh, Urahara. Okay. Alright, alright. I get it. Bro, now I know that you haven't watched Bleach yet, BMV. I went through that whole Bleach game and you still haven't watched Bleach. Crazy. Well, now you can just learn Bleach from the story of the game. You can just go through the story and learn Bleach. Because the 1,000-Year Blood War the next season, bro, shit's gonna go wild. If for real EX Law you think is an attacker or runner? It depends. If it's a female Law, then I would assume it's a runner. But if it's like a Law that can change into a female Law, if it's an EX, then it might be multiple class. Is that the comment that you wanted me to read, Ace? You just want to beat some ass. Lol. If Law gets another EX, you'll stop playing. But that's what I'm thinking. If they're releasing a BF for Beppo, then I'm assuming that they're gonna release a December EX for female Law. That's where I would assume. If it's a Sulong Beppo, then I would assume that that's where it's headed. The Law that got his ass beat by the goat. I mean, basically. They're releasing Beppo, who got his ass beat by literally everyone. I think Usopp is stronger than Beppo. Why do I keep going in and out? Because I'm trying to get a shiny. That's how you get shinies in this game, Ace. Is that you have to reset the spawn. Every time you do this, it resets the spawn, so that then you have a chance to get a shiny. And that's basically how you shiny hunt in this game, is you just keep resetting the spawn until the shiny spawns in. Yeah. I mean, I got a shiny Dragalge today, so I'll be happy with that. I'll be satisfied with that. But if it is an EX female law BMV, that does mean that Blackbeard's probably coming in the anniversary. Why does everyone think Kubo can't last long? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Still have time. It's gonna reset. Everyone says that the next EX drop, it must be blue and counter... You mean counter Kuma Bonnie? I mean, I can kind of agree that the next EX that does come out should be blue, but I wouldn't want them to completely counter Kuma Bonnie. I would want them to live Kuma Bonnie, but I wouldn't want them to completely counter them. I mean, technically their banner will still be up if this EX does release in December, so I wouldn't want them to literally counter a unit that's banner's still up. If they counter him during the 7th anniversary, then I'm fine with that, but not in December at the very least. While their banner's out. You can counter Vegapunk though, because he's trash, so I don't really care about that. Just don't EX G5 Bonnie. No, it's 100% gonna be EX Bonnie. It's 100% gonna be like G5 Bonnie. If it's not in the 7th anniversary, it will be 7.5. I can guarantee you that. It'll be either 7th Annie or 7.5. 100%. 100% I can guarantee you that. Maybe they just want to save all the Nika characters for the 0.5 anniversaries. They could do that. Just save them all for 0.5. Shamrock and Gunko. I mean, it could be. That depends how the anime schedule is going to be. Honestly. BFs are more interesting than EXs right now. FEXs, honestly. Yeah, I mean, G5 is on a tier of his own, though. But yeah, I get it. They're expensive as hell and countered week after week. What I'll do is before I end, I'll just do one ranked battle. Just to see what it's like. Maybe not Floette, actually. Floette's kind of trash. We'll go Xerneas. Or Salamence is fine. I'll go with that. Okay, I guess I can only bring 3 then. And I'll just... then I will do this. You want more characters like Chopper, that's true. Egghead Nami, Clap, Vegapunk 2. She has extra damage to Navy like G5. Eh, what can you do? Kizaru is like a BF now, damn. Okay, well let's see what this battle is gonna be like. I heard there are a lot of hackers in this game. What? Okay, so you just keep running. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. So you just keep running away. That's just that's just how you play this game then. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of trash. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of trash. This is really trash. Alright. I came second, I guess. Alright, I'll take it. I got the Greninja-ite and the Delphoxite. Let's try once more. I should change my team, though. I shouldn't put Clefable in there. Or I should put more long-range attacks. I need more coverage for long range. You don't like it? I don't like when they were running away. I didn't like when everyone was just running away. That was kind of annoying. Okay. God damn it, Excadrill. Nah, Excadrill's annoying. I don't have anything for Excadrill, if I'm being honest. That's fine. I've got 4 kills, so right now I'm in the lead. I don't really want to fight Excadrill if I can be honest. Alright. Ah, dude, these guys, like, I can't even attack, dude. It's not even, like, doing any of my attacks, bro. That's the annoying part. Nice. Okay, what's up, nerd? I think... Yeah, oh, he won by 1 point! God damn it! Ah, that's annoying. What do I need to get the other Mega Stone? Oh no, I got it. Okay, that's all the Mega Stones that I needed. Wow, I'm literally done. But I would want to amend this, if I'm being honest. Maybe Diancie might be better. I don't know. I'd go with that later. But okay, so I got the Mega Stones that I was looking for. What is this conversation? I have no idea. Nah, I'm gonna end now, Ace. I'll just give the Mega Stones to those who I got the Mega Stones for. So like Delphox. Where is it? Is it right at the bottom? It is. And then I need Chestnut and Greninja. Okay, I'm glad that it was very easy to get their Mega Stones though. That's good. Next stream is OPBR. That'll be tomorrow, Ace. I mean, tomorrow, Nerd. Why'd I say Ace? But yeah, I'll play that tomorrow. I'll see. I'll maybe play some Bleach. Maybe play some. I know it's not you asking, Ace. I just said Ace by accident. Tomorrow's a new CB. Yeah, we'll see. But I did do the CB already, so I did it yesterday, so that's good. On Tuesday, we'll probably get Beppo. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about Beppo, but, you know. Anyways, guys, thank you all for joining. Really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy the stream, please do leave a like. Please do subscribe if you'd like to see more content. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.